That doesn't look like a local shell.
At Marfa, you're in our blocks open house, is an evidence. To me, Marfa is the Super Bowl of the generative arts community. It made sense to show everything that we've been working on for the first time here. It's a beautiful landscape, it's beautiful people, everybody come together. I like that it's open-minded, inclusive. You just need to make it here, you know? It just needs to come here and all the doors are open.
So this project is called 1,000 Layers of Stomach, and it's based on the asari clam, which is a clam that's used across kind of Asian cuisine. And it's just a humble clam, but it has this incredible pattern that is always different. So when you pull it from the clouds of the miso soup, it's always this surprise of what you're going to get. And it really inspired us to make a generative code that could mimic this kind of incredible, diverse, beautiful, abstract pattern. And so that's what we've done. And we've also kind of made a customized knitting machine. So it has a computer that you can manipulate the code, much like the environmental factors that affect the clam's pattern. And then you can immediately kind of live knit on site. We chose a knitting machine because it makes its pattern line by line like the clamshell. It's a very quick, lightweight, portable machine. We're bringing it to the desert and we needed something that had that kind of mobility. This project is going to be touring the world after this, and it starts knitting here, but the knit is going to get longer and longer. The rest of the immersive installations that will be around this theme of the 1,000 Layers of Stomach and the Happy Seafood Restaurant. It's part of a bigger body of work that we call ephemeral tech, which is technology that's not through your normal interfaces of digital, screens and projections.
The punk mirrors, this idea came purely by coincidence. I was in Venice at this Venetian glassmaker, and then I realized that the pixels and the mirror work really well. We aim to give an opportunity to punk holders to display their punks in a very beautiful and aesthetic way.
Hi, my name's Ian Rogers. I'm with a company called Ledger. We make these great devices for protecting your digital assets. This is Ledger Stacks. This is Ledger Flex. We have one of the only physical instantiations of this digital culture. TRAME, the way that bridge the digital and the physical, it's like a kindred spirit in a way, right? So you've got the craft of art that's created through code, plus traditional craft that's been around in many cases hundreds of years or even longer, and coming together into something. We were super happy to participate with TRAME in the Cryptopunks exhibition here in Marfa this year. What TRAME does and adds to that by creating this really beautiful craft-driven kind of expression of Cryptopunks and the culture using glass that comes from Italy. My wife went to Italy with Ismail from TRAME when they were sourcing the glass originally with Martin Grasser. And so just watching it all come together and then seeing it in the desert last night as there was a setting sun and a rising moon, it was wow.
Last year, we took IXL's Linda Dounia and Fingacode to Morocco for a residency and a tour of various cities with deep roots in craftsmanship. The idea was to introduce them to these crafts and let them pick a medium to express themselves both digitally and physically. And it was extremely interesting to see how each interacted with the craft and what's each artist's take on these crafts.
I've been working with this concept of spirals ever since I came up with my artistic name. When I spend some time meditating about myself, my journey, I think about it as a loop. When I use the programs to create art, I thought about this concept when I went to Morocco. I think it's interesting how life just revolves around this shape. This artwork really is about a staircase that I used to walk up to when I was a kid in my grandparents' house. It's a motif that I found again all over Morocco. And so for me, this trip is about sort of exploring home and finding a home away from home with the tram, using a traditional craft to bring these memories to life.
The inspiration for that project comes from all the tapestries that I saw throughout my trip in Morocco. The blues from the sky, the greens from the scenery, the brown from the sand. The colors, the palette that I've used for this project is a representation of my visual experience in Morocco.
The reason I started Art Blocks was in direct rebellion of the traditional institution because of the arrogance and kind of like the gatekeeping and the way that it felt non-welcoming to everyday people that had curiosity. I think that TRAME did a phenomenal job of making everybody feel welcome and not making anybody feel like they had to be anybody special to be there. They got to walk around, and then the little added touch of Ian from Ledger doing a DJ set in the middle of the desert was just gold.
I think the thing that I'm most looking forward to about the Desert Threads collection going live in 2025 is bringing art to more people. Typically, art is found in Paris or New York and these places that may feel inaccessible to a lot of people. And so by being able to present it as such an experience, I think that this is going to open up doors to the rest of the universe, to the rest of the world, to other parts of nature. I'm more interested in saying, how do we bring art to the people? And that's really leaving the, ivory towers where art normally exists. And that's something I think TRAME has done really, really well. And I'm excited for the Black Digital Art Collective to be part of that journey.
No,